don't know if Bmeg will even risk playing Cornley tonight as Cornley starts business here in the third quarter. Reception. Cornley. Bounce pass. Stolen. On the floor para sa Bmeg, Josh Urbistondo, Yancy De Ocampo, James Yap, PJ Simon, and Marcus Blakely. Josh Urbistondo scores his first 2 points of Game 5.
That is a welcome side for Coach Tim. You know, he's been looking for production from anyone here. Dito sa Bmeg team.
Yancy with the rebound. Biggest lead for either team was just 7 points. Bmeg led by 7 in the second quarter, and Rain or Shine, just the biggest lead was just 3 points.
And if I was Coach Jeng, I would be really happy, but not on the defense there. Going into the halftime, you know, with just a 3-point
Already with 20 points, we just started the third quarter. Cornley.
And they're going back to their game plan. If I remember correctly, Nico, itong game stop somebody.
Let's go to Erica.
You know, Coach Cheng is really frustrated with the calls. Sabi niya, we should have gotten fouls called on Bmeg. Pero ano pa nga daw magagawa nila? Refocus back on the game. Focus on attacking the basket even if they're not getting the calls on their favor. And free up the shooting when the defense collapses. Balik sa inyo.
And, you know, yung mga referees, officials natin tonight, or not only tonight, but even for the whole conference, na parang there's so a maximum tolerance dito sa mga reklamo ng mga players. And because si Belga kanina, that was a violent reaction that called for him.
Talaga ng energy. And speaking of energy, hindi na nga makikita si Mark Finger sa second half dahil sa kanyang stiff neck. Paano nga naman daw siya re-rebound nang di nakatingala? Balik sa inyo.
There's Cell has a point.
Yeah,
Tama yun.
Fingers has a point there.
Tama yun, tama. Oh! Almost a spectacular move para kay Marcus Blakely.
Context.
Oh, kaya lang final siya ni Paul Harris.
But it was really nice.
Urbistondo. Losing the ball.
Just trying to do too much right there.
Norwood. Cornley. No! And second try goes in. Jamil Cornley now with 18 points.
It's a way to pad your stats on rebounding. Miss the one, miss the first one, and get the next rebound.
James with the miss. Takbo na naman ng Rain or Shine. Here's Cornley. Rain or Shine down by 5. Norwood. Cornley for 3. Oh, 2-pointer, and it goes in.
So what? Look at Cornley right there. He was the 6th guy defending Rain or Shine.
Katabi na niya si Yancy.
On the offense, wala pang 6th guy on their offense.
Cornley again. This time a 3. That time is short. Blakely to Simon. Simon needs that.
Yeah, he needs those baskets, but right now, it's more than getting wide open baskets for Simon. As Bo Belga, you know, goes straight to the basket because Simon right now, the one thing that's missing from him is that his jump shots, you know, his breakdown, one-on-one, and it's not been there.
Timeout brought to you by Elastosil. Urbistondo, inside. Outside they go. James Yap. James is having a big game. And he fires a 3. And Yancy could not get the rebound. Blakely could not save the ball. Magkakataon para sa Rain or Shine. Trim down this 3-point deficit. Belga fakes a 3. Cornley has 20 points tonight. Once again, Blakely in the open court. Here's Urbistondo. PJ Simon against the taller Gabe Norwood. James. Ball fake. The man with a million moves.
We're seeing every shot in... And Belga showing his quickness.
You have a million moves at extra rice. Only rice.
like, go, full speed.
Here's Yancy. Yancy, who found the way?
Oh,
Nagawa
good
ng
patience.
paraan.
Good patience and good footwork. Yeah, he had 3 guys around him and still being able to get around those guys. Happens a lot to players. And for Norwood, he needs to be aggressive right now.
Good save for Bistondo. Bmeg up by 5 during the halfway mark of the third quarter. Yancy against Belga. He sent it out. Blakely for 3. That play was made possible by Urbistondo. Now here's James Yap. Simon for 3. Yes, sir!
Yan yung mga tira hinahanap natin kay PJ Simon.
7 points tonight for PJ Simon. Here's Cornley. He's trapped. Outside Buenafe. Babalik kay Cornley. Cornley, drop step. It's good.
Wow, that was a really tight.
Spain's amazing move in the paint. But could not complete the 3-point play. Sa Makatwid, it's still a 6-point lead para sa Bmeg. Here's Urbistondo for 3.
This is a 4-3 situation right here.
Kick out, Ibanez. Got it.
Turned out to be a good play for Cornley. He had actually a clear lane to finish that shot and opted to pass it to Ibanez for 3.
Bmeg still on top by 3. Urbistondo touch pass. Simon from the corner. Cornley with the rebound. No outlet here para kay Cornley, so he'll bring the ball down.
You know, I've been harping so much about Norwood tonight, having like 0 points tonight, but Blakely only has 5 points so far. Not going to be enough.
Oh, 2 misses by Cornley. Bmeg is on the run. Ooh, a hard foul by Belga. And Blakely has to be restrained. Referees Maurilio and Marabe are trying to restrain Blakely. That's a hard foul mula kay Bo Belga.
Well, the officials need to be consistent on this call. We know that we have seen this foul before by Belga, and it wasn't a cause for him to have a flagrant 2 foul. So I'm just looking for them to be consistent. Because we've seen this before. An open tackle by Belga.
Yes, tackle is the word. That's not a push. Yan ang tinatawag na tackle. Hinabol talaga ni Bo.
That is a football play when you think about it, the NFL.
Yeah, because Bo, he's like a linebacker.
Oh, yeah.
He's as big as a
Built
linebacker.
like one.
So that's not a simple push mula kay Bo Belga. Blakely certainly felt it.
Two technical fouls.
And that is his second technical foul.
And
He had an earlier technical
Belga
foul.
is out of the game. Bo Belga leaves the game, picking up his second technical foul after scoring 4 points.
Well, the thing for me here, Miko, is
By
that...
the way, may technical foul din kay Blakely.
Right. Because nung binangga niya si Blakely, ito yung ginagawa ni Belgo, binababanggain ka niya, hindi sa atras. Pupunta pa siya sa'yo para sabihin sa'yo, oh, anong gagawin mo ngayon? That's exactly what he did.
And that's why the game continues. Here's Blakely for 3. Yes, sir! Maybe this is the most. Among sila ng anim, 62-56. 4 minutes remaining in the third.
Oh, wow. Well, Miko, the call was that even though it was a clear, we can see the replay. Pero automatic sa mga officials kasi tinatawagan nila yan. Just like, after the basket, hinawakan mo yung bola, whether itapon mo sa gitna or sa malayo, it's the same. They're gonna call it.
To Baroka. Baroka thought about it. Pinalik kay Blakely. Blakely goes inside. There's a foul. Sel.
Ang hirap talaga mag-adjust sa physicality, Nico. I mean, like, you know, reklamo ka ng reklamo, but it's gonna happen. It's a fact of life. All for you guys.
High looping shot para kay James Yap. And Baroka will give Bmeg another opportunity to score. Lamang sila ng 5. Here's Baroka. Bounce pass. Broken up. Ibanez to Cornley. Good pass. Cornley goes behind the back. Almost completes a brilliant move.
Tapos tatawagan ka ng ganon. Mahirap talagang manalo kapag ganyan. Balik sa inyo.
So those were the exact words of Bo Belga nung siya'y kinausap ni Erica while he was on his way out. Bola na kay James Yap against Aranya. James spins, scores!
Yeah, James was there initially. Pakialam ko anong gawin mo sa akin.
24 points para kay James Yap. And right now, Bmeg lamang, 64-58. And James again. Remember how James started this game? 11 points in the opening. Big game tonight.
Yes, and you get that from veterans like James. And also the crucial thing there, Miko, is, you know what? Yung rest.
Mamakaawa na. In Tagalog, sabi niya, isang tao lang yan si James. Ibayan niyo naman ang depensa niyo.
James. But we've seen James through the years. It's as if pag binabantayan mo siya, parang 3 tao yung binabantayan mo because of the variety of moves that he can do in a basketball game.
Mahirap talaga yung gawin na bantayan mo si James because he has so many moves. But ang sinasabi ni Yengyao, Miko, is that pahirapan mo rin si James, tirahan mo rin si James, make him work on defense also para ma-apektuhan din yung offense niya.
Here's Aranya. 7-point game. Lamang ang Bmeg. Under 2 minutes to go in the third. Cornley. Jeff Chan against Jonas Villanueva. Oh, a steal. A swipe by Jonas. Exit. Oh, bounce pass. Just a couple of inches too long.
And then make a turnover.
Jeff Chan, open lane.
And it's gonna end up like a 4-point swing or a 5-point swing. And Nico.
Right now, he's trying to guard James Yap. Here's Jonas. Blakely.
And that could impact also his game because he's so focused on stopping James.
Jonas connects.
First shot of Jonas tonight, I think. Bmeg lineup, kung sino magbibigay sa kanila ng extra points, kailangan nila tonight.
James against Aranya. Seems to like this matchup, and that's a foul against Aranya. Inside, and he will take 2.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of this, Miko. Going to the basket. And I didn't even see where the contact was. I think in the initial defender.
Must have been when Baroka started his move.
Right, yeah.
Right now, lamang ang Bmeg. 9 points. Here's Norwood.
Still nothing from Gabe.
Blakely trying to go between the legs. Not a good decision. Here's Chad. Chad to Cornley to Norwood. And Norwood will miss.
Oh my goodness, Gabe!
And for Gabe Norwood. Here's Simon. Fires. Rivas couldn't score. And that will end the third quarter with Bmeg on top. 9 points, 70-61.